Welcome back to the Professor's Lab. I'm Professor V, and this is round 3 of the Die Hard League tournament that happened on July 27th, 2023. If you didn't know, it's very hot outside. No, I'm just kidding. Die Hard League happens every Thursday at 6 p.m. Central at Die Hard Games, featuring casual and tournament play of whatever format anyone wants, really. Just let me know what formats you want in the comments or IRL. More info in the description. Obsidian Flames pre-release this Saturday, starting at 1 p.m. Central at Die Hard Games. Snuck that in there on you guys. Please give this video a like, subscribe to this channel, ring the bell for notifications, say what you need to say in the comments, and all other good stuff. But anyways, let's get into the game. Alright, we got the fist bump here, and we have Gardevoir on the right, and Forretress on the left. Let's see what these players have in store for us. Draw pass. Looks like a mulligan happened on the Gardevoir player side too. Benching a Ralts and a Mew. Activating a Fog Crystal. Fog Crystal lets you search for a basic Psychic Energy or Pokemon. I can't tell what's in the active. Probably a Ralts. Yeah, it looks like it must be a Ralts. So yeah, Fog Crystal is going to find that basic Psychic Energy there. We can retreat and then go into Mew and use Mew's Mysterious Tail ability to search for an item card, looking for those Battle VIP passes here on turn 1. But not before a level ball being played lets you search for a Pokemon with 90 or less HP. Finding a Ralts, benching that Ralts. And now a Ultra Ball. All the search in this hand. Ultra Ball being played, discard 2 cards and search your deck for a Pokemon card. No, you can't find trainer Pokemon cards, but going to find that Mewtwo V Union piece. The bottom right leg, bottom left leg of the forbidden one, of the created one. So yeah, getting rid of that reversal energy is not ideal, but I mean the other cards in hand must have been more important. Yep, because it looks like we are going to continue things with the research. Professor's research. Supporter, discard your hand. Grab a fresh 7 new cards from the top of your deck. So looking for those Battle VIP passes here. Attach an energy to the active. Retreat into Mew. And Mew is going to use its Mysterious Tail ability. Mysterious Tail lets you look at the top 6 cards of the deck and add to your hand any item card you find there. So any item card would have been nice, Battle V Pass ideal, but 0 were found here. Or at least chosen. They chose not to find any. Alright. So yeah, just looking to get maybe a Zacian down. 3 Ralts is just fine though, gonna pass things over. Bidoof becomes the Pokemon on the bench there, and quickly followed by a Judge. Judge supporter lets you, you must shuffle your hand into your deck. Both players must shuffle their hands into their deck and then draw 4 cards. A very good disruption card. Oh, is that the Professor Judge as well with that Professor stamp? I think so. There's all the Battle VIP pass now on the right. On the left, Bidoof Industrious Incisors ability lets you draw until you have 5 cards in hand. Looking for the main attacker of this deck, or at least the basic Pineco to put down on the bench. And no Pineco found, so pass things over to the Gardevoir player. Start things off with a Mew Mysterious Tail, looking at the top 6, and keep any item card there. Looks like a Super Rod is going to be the item card found. Super Rod, some recursion here in the Pokemon trading card game. The return of the Super Rod, the most super one, lets you shuffle up to 3 of any Pokemon card or basic energy card back into your deck. Up to 3. Maybe not time to play that yet, but still an item to play. And a pass. Oh, both players having a fun start here. Nest Ball gets played, and finally we see that Pineco coming down onto the bench thanks to Nest Ball, allowing you to search your deck for a basic Pokemon and putting it straight away onto the bench. The return of Nest Ball as well. That's an older school Nest Ball. Alright, let's see what else we got. Maybe an energy attachment to that Pineco. Gardenia's Vigor. Lets you draw a couple cards and then attach up to 2 um, grass energy to your Pokemon. So both of them going on to the Pineco. We're putting all our eggs in one basket here, with no choice. Industrious Incisors from Bidoof or Bibarel being activated to draw up to 5 cards. Another Nest Ball is found, so another search through their deck for another basic Pokemon to put onto the bench. Looks like Computer Search is found, put onto the bench. Skwovet with its Nest Stash ability. We'll see if it gets activated here or not. We might have no other choice but to do so. But no, I'm going to play things safe and pass over to our Gardevoir player. I imagine we'll see a Mysterious Tail Mew, but maybe if there's a supporter that gets played first. Just all depends on what's in the hand. Mysterious Tail looking at the top 6 and keeping any item card that is found. Ultra Ball, that's what we need. Ultra Ball discarding 2 cards, perfect. 2 Mewtwo V Union pieces hit the discard pile, and any Pokemon can be found now from the deck. Kirlia is that target. Kirlia is going to evolve, or Ralts is going to evolve into Kirlia on the bench, and Kirlia is going to use that refinement ability to discard a card and draw 2 cards. Let me know if you want me to call it refinement or trade in the comments below. You old school Zoroark players know what I'm talking about. Let's see, do we have any supporters to play? Yep, Professor's Research. That's pretty easy research to do. Discarding the hand and drawing up to 7 cards. Drawing 7 cards. Let's see, we're going to want a Rare Candy Gardevoir. That's the name of the game in this deck. Not Ultra Ball, Level Ball is going to be played to search for another Kirlia since it has less than 70 HP. Another Ralts is going to evolve into Kirlia on the bench, and I imagine we are going to see another Refinement ability. Very nice ability on these Kirlia to discard a card and draw 2 cards. So you get that Psychic Energy in the discard, or discard useless Battle VIP passes. But there we go, energy hits the discard pile, 2 cards are drawn. Alright, we're looking for that Rare Candy Gardevoir EX. Main engine of this Gardevoir deck to accelerate that Psychic Energy from the discard pile. Another Ralts hits the bench. Manaphy comes down. Yes, Manaphy is important since the Wo-Chien can do some snipe damage. Pineco hits the bench. Forretress evolves. Escape Rope is played. Forretress becomes active. Alright, and then Path of the Peak is played, shutting down those abilities. Nest Stash is played to put the hand at the bottom of the deck and draw 1 card, and then Industrious Incisors on Bidoof is played to draw up to 5 cards. Awesome combo we have here in the format with Skwovet and Bibarel. Energy gets attached to the bench Pineco, and we're going to go in with the... Get out of here. Oh man, we're having a good old time here at the shop on a Thursday. And we're going to attack with that Forretress EX Guard Press. Let's take a look here. Let's stop some time. That's our secret power here in Pokemon, is we could stop time. We could press pause and save anytime we want. Forretress EX, exploding energy ability that allows you to accelerate some energy, but we'll talk about that when it becomes relevant. But Guard Press was the attack here to take a KO on the Ralts. 120 base damage, and during your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes 30 less damage from attacks. Play resume here on the Gardevoir side. Very powerful of the grass player to play a Path to the Peak right there to shut down rule box Pokemon abilities. Gardevoir EX is a rule box Pokemon. Forretress EX is also a rule box Pokemon, so we'll have to keep that in mind. Mysterious Tail being activated here. Drawing 6 cards, keeping any item you find there, and shuffling back the rest, and it looks like Rare Candy was the choice there. So we got some of the pieces. We're going to need another piece now, a counter stadium or a way to discard that League Path to the Peak. Alright, so yeah, that Ralts on the bench can become a Gardevoir, but not before a Refinement, discarding a card and drawing 2 cards, thanks to the Kirlia there on the bench. So nice to get rid of those useless Battle VIP pass later in the game that haven't been played. That was a League one. I'm starting to see a lot more League cards. These players are slowly uh, blinging their deck with League paraphernalia. Looks like we have 3 Mewtwo V-Union pieces in the discard. It must be 4. These V-Union Pokemon, very interesting mechanic. Um, Whenever the 4 pieces are in the discard pile, then you may, quote, summon that V-Union Pokemon onto the bench. They're worth 3 prizes. They give up 3 prizes, but they're very powerful, and we'll see if they become relevant here. So, Counter Stadium maybe being played, maybe not. Oh, this video's almost over. Ultra Ball. I'm sure this is gonna no, not the rare candy unless you got more of them in hand. Ultra Ball is probably gonna find Gardevoir EX, but the correct cards must be chosen to be discarded first. Gonna discard that Shining Arcana Gardevoir and Cresselia to find. Let's see. We're in the tank here. We're thinking deep in the tank. What's the best card to find off of this Ultra Ball? It looks like both Gardevoir EX are prized. Yep. So yes, both Gardevoir EX prize means there's really no way for our uh, Gardevoir player to accelerate energy, and they're not going to win by manually attaching 1 energy per turn, theme deck mode. So they recognize, since the big mechanic in the Pokemon trading card game is the prize cards mechanic. You don't have access to those cards until you take them at random by getting KOs on your opponent's Pokemon, or your opponent's Pokemon hitting the discard pile. So those 2 Gardevoir EX and the prizes means there's no way for the Gardevoir to execute its broken game plan of accelerating energy, as much psychic energy as they want from the discard pile, as much as they want up to a point. So our player here on the right recognizes that and offers the concession. So our grass player takes down round 3. Is that what we're in right now? Yeah. What do you guys think of this video and the commentary? Please let me know in the comments. Like this video, subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time in the Professor's Lab.